you said you went back and forth between content and being a pro. At that point, you mastered both. Right, you were like the biggest thing in gaming, and not to hype you up too much, but it's
Thanks,
true.
bro.
It's true.
I
You
mean,
were,
in
were
a small pocket.
No,
of
but
gaming.
you were the superstar of you were signed by Red Bull, right? At that time. So I mean, you definitely clearly figured it out. I mean, everyone remembers. I mean, even in big other games, like you always had that respect as a pro, right? Early on, and you were streaming and doing YouTube at that time, right? So that's obviously in the house, right? 60-50 you got on your
Yes, sir.
on your knuckles. That was a huge time. I was just speaking to Hex about that a little bit in an episode I did with Hex, but that was a very interesting time. I guess you were sponsored at Red Bull before that, or when you moved in?
I was sponsored by Red Bull. They coincided on the same timeline. I was sponsored by Red Bull at the house for sure.
Okay, so I would assume at that time you're making more money off of streaming and YouTube than actual competing.
I mean, we really weren't making a ton of money at that time. I mean, there was no sub button on Twitch, and my Red Bull contract, I was making like $12,500 base salary, and then there was
a year,
and there was an opportunity to make like another $12,500 in total for $25,000 if I hit certain benchmarks from competing.
Wow.
And at that time, I was really in between if I should sign with Red Bull or G Fuel. I ended up obviously ticking Red Bull and worked with G Fuel later down the road. But Twitch, we were making good cash. We started to make good cash from Twitch when Black Ops 2. Like all of a sudden, we went from like 500 viewers to 1,000. Then it compounded 1,000 to like 3,000.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, me and Seth, would ping pong off each other, having like 10 to 15K watching. If I got online before him, he would have like 8,000 people watching, I'd have 15. Or if he got on before me, it'd be vice versa. So we were making good money off the ads, but it's not what people are making today.
Yeah.
And YouTube was doing pretty well. But even you guys were making way more money than us on YouTube. You were a tank in your own regard, in your own right. You guys were making cash hand over fist. I remember I would always compare myself to your guys' channels and your analytics. I'm like, dude, this got 30, 40, 50 million views this month. I think the highest I ever peaked at was like 15 million views a month. You guys were making cash hand over. YouTube was the play.
YouTube was what we did. I mean,
it was better than
then.
Twitch at that time.
At that time, yeah.
And that's why I never really Twitch before I went to MLG TV was like a hard conversation to have because Twitch took so much time.
Yeah.
But the output would just be so much better on YouTube.
It's crazy because that is for sure how it was. That's why I never got into streaming. I was making a YouTube video every day. And the money was way better on YouTube. It was way easier. For me, it's easier to make a video than sit on stream for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Now you could say, I think streaming now it's swapped, I think. I see the money that...
I agree with that.
Now the money
depending
that
on
people
who
make,
you are.
Exactly. If you're that big now, I think you'll make more money on... If you're at that size, I think you'll make more money on Twitch now than you would on YouTube. I mean, YouTube obviously still pays well, but like streaming and ads on Twitch and subs, it's unbelievable.
And for a lot of these guys on Twitch, their YouTube just kind of turns into like automatic paydays where they don't really have to do much if they find the right person.
Yeah.
And their YouTube just grows without them thinking about it.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's interesting about if you didn't do that though, if you didn't stream all those years on Twitch, then who knows if you would, you wouldn't probably have double-digit 10,000 plus viewers today still watching you. So
yeah, I wish I never left, but you live and you learn.
Once again, I mean, it's a testament to what you guys did that early on. I mean, both of you. I was literally sitting at home and I have Twitch open and I see you playing COD with like 10K viewers, and I see Scump playing with like 10K viewers. You guys are both like same thing again. I'm like, it's dope. It's dope. You're still both going, and you still both got people love you guys. People have grown up with you guys, and you guys obviously different, way different. You're probably way different today than you were in that house, but
exponentially
different,
yeah.
Right? All the people that watched you back then and grew up now, and they're liking this phase in life that you're in now. But it's cool though. It's cool to see you had. Yeah, Twitch. You again, like it's easy for you to look at our analytics, but at the same time, we could look at you and be like, dude, this guy. Exactly to your point. You're streaming every day with tens of thousands of viewers. Then your YouTube videos are just popping off from your stream, right? You're just ripping it and volleying.